Ben 10 is a series with insanely powerful aliens, advanced technologies, and as a result, insanely powerful weapons that come alongside all of these. But having said that, which are the strongest weapons we saw so far in the world of Ben 10? Well, beginning at number 20, we have the Prototool, wielded by 𝗚𝘂𝗿𝗃𝗃. The appearance of the Prototool depends on its mode. In its default form, it appears to be a blaster, colored white, black, and orange. It also has a 𝗲𝗃𝗃 symbol on the top of its handle. When not in use, Rook wears the Prototool on his shoulder. The Prototool can be turned into a blaster, power sword, energy projector, missile launcher, bow, grappler, shield, fishing pole, and numerous other types of equipment. The Prototool is an extremely complex device, and only those who are familiar with plumber and galvan technology can properly use its many features, such as Rook, Azimuth, and West Green. Overall though, it's not the strongest weapon out there, but it is very versatile and has allowed Rook to get out of difficult situations multiple times. Number 19. The Sword of 𝗚𝘂𝗃𝗃. The Sword of 𝗚𝗃𝗃 was a legendary Mayan weapon, known to be, quote, the most powerful and destructive weapon ever created. The sword was alleged to have the power to level entire cities with just one swipe. However, this was just a myth. This is because the Sword of 𝗚𝗃𝗃 is of alien origin and not a creation of the literal Mayan god of war. In reality, it's an advanced alien relic that self-destructs when found by those without the proper activation. If it was properly activated, maybe it could be placed higher up on this list. However, since we'll never know, we're placing it rather low. Number 18. 𝗏𝗃𝗃's Conquest Gear. This basically includes a number of weapons and accessories 𝗏𝗃𝗃 used in his conquest of planets. And, well, his arsenal was quite extensive. Extendable green energy blades from his forearms, used for slashing, blocking, and close combat. Shoulder-mounted energy cannons used to fire powerful green energy blasts. Eye lasers which shoot energy beams, precise and fast, used mid-combat. And even energy-based shields. The reason we don't rank this higher is because the main reason for 𝗏𝗃𝗃's strength was his own body, and not so much the weapons he held. Number 17. The Staff of Ages. The Staff of Ages is a powerful magical object owned by Hex's family. It was labeled as, quote, the most powerful focusing talisman ever set among the 9 realms. The Staff of Ages is a large source of eldritch power and can amplify the abilities of a powerful enough magic user. Many spells can be cast through the staff without needing to be cast manually. The user simply points or raises the staff in the direction of their target. According to Hex, only master magicians are able to use the staff, though this was proven somewhat false. When the staff is projecting powerful blasts of mana for a spell, it does so typically from the mouth of its bird skull, which opens up. Number 16. The Unitotrix. The Unitotrix, self-nicknamed 𝗚𝗎𝗍, is a prototype Omnitrix which can absorb and contain DNA of various different species. In her true form, 𝗚𝗎𝗍 is the Unitrix, of course similar to the Omnitrix and Ultimatrix. Unlike future models, the Unitrix resembles a container instead of a watch, but does feature a control dial that, when pressed down, turns into its mobile DNA form, in this case, 𝗚𝗎𝗍. After gaining human DNA from a randomized genetic sample, 𝗚𝗎𝗍 appears as a 16-year-old girl with around shoulder-length blonde hair and bright green eyes. 𝗚𝗎𝗍 is capable of storing DNA of others through touch. Unlike the Omnitrix and Ultimatrix, 𝗚𝗎𝗍 is not connected to the codon stream, and unlike the completed Omnitrix, she can only hold one DNA sample. 𝗚𝗎𝗍 can replicate the powers and abilities of those whose DNA she has absorbed without changing her form, and only for 10 or so minutes. Local wildlife seem to be attracted to 𝗚𝗎𝗍 to the point where normally shy animals would gather around her and more dangerous animals like a bear or snake would be tamed by her presence. Number 15. The Nuclear Fusion Grenade. In Vengeance of 𝗏𝗃𝗃's Part 1 and Ultimate Alien, the Nuclear Fusion Grenade looks like a colored light blue sphere, with blue stripes at the top, bottom, and middle. 3 back holes are located in the right and left side, and a giant black hole covers the middle. Unlike crude human explosives, this weapon represents advanced alien warfare, designed not just to kill targets, but to completely erase strategic locations. Its use was often restricted to last resort situations due to its catastrophic output. The grenade works by initiating a controlled nuclear fusion reaction rather than a traditional fission explosion. In terms of power, the nuclear fusion grenade far surpasses standard alien explosives. A single detonation is capable of leveling entire city blocks, vaporizing reinforced structures, and overwhelming even highly durable aliens like Diamond Head or Forearms if they're too close to the blast. In The Enemy of My Enemy, Octagon Vreedle used it against Ultimate Kevin, but because of his lack of intelligence, he forgot to consider the fact that it had the power to destroy the entire Plumbers Academy space station along with everyone in it. Ultimate 𝗚𝗏𝗃 took the bomb out into space away from the Academy and let it explode there. Number 14. The Null Void Projector. The Null Void Projector is a device used to create a portal to the Null Void. Null Void projectors can be used to either open a portal to the Null Void or to teleport beings to the Null Void by hitting them with a beam cast from the projector. Null Void projectors can be overloaded when their focusing lens is removed, allowing them to be used as impromptu bombs as well. The Null Void is an alternate dimension located outside of time and space and created by the Galvans. By using the Null Void projector, the user can send other people into this alternate dimension that basically serves as a prison. Number 13. The Tekadon robots. These robots are level 12 formidable war machines that utilize powerful lasers and nanite-based regenerative technologies, able to recreate themselves entirely from a single hand. They were developed by a weapons technology group known as the Weapons Master of Tekadon. In Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, the Tekadon robots are large, muscular, humanoid-like, samurai-esque automatons. The Tekadons have strong senses, attack and defense modes, making them formidable war machines. They're armed with laser emitters in their hands and are quite durable on the outside as well as incredibly strong. If a robot is destroyed, a separated body part such as a hand can operate by its own will and will locate a host in order to reconstruct itself around them. Custom-made Tekadons that are commissioned for a hit have greater strength, as well as an arsenal of powerful weapons like stronger lasers and missile launchers, and when one is destroyed, its successor will be uploaded with all the current data from its opponent and will be adapted to what defeated the previous ones. The process will continue until the fabricator eventually produces a battle bot that will be impossible to defeat and guarantee its opponent's destruction. However, on the downside, the Tekadon robots have severely limited intelligence due to their narrow programming. Number 12. The Incursion Conquest Ray. The Incursion Conquest Ray is a powerful, planet-destroying weapon capable of mass destruction. It's controlled by the leader of the Incursion alien species, primarily Emperor Malleus and later Princess Attia. The Ray is capable of instantly destroying entire planets. It was notably used to destroy Pluto in the episode 𝗚𝘂𝗵𝗃+2. A direct hit can annihilate entire metropolitan areas. Even highly resistant alien species and advanced plumber technology are rendered useless against it. Only Ben's most powerful transformations, such as 𝗚𝘂𝗵𝗃 or reality-altering interventions, stand a chance of interrupting its firing cycle, and that only under certain circumstances. Number 11. The Vox Paniculus. The Vox Paniculus is a power-absorbing device, notably used by Vilgax and his minion Siphon to drain energy and abilities from powerful beings like Ultimo and Dagon, allowing them to gain immense power. It's depicted as a cylindrical machine with rods and a bulge for energy absorption, channeling it for the user later on. As described by Siphon, this machine simply absorbs power, draws it into itself, and then channels or transfers the absorbed power, either by holding onto the two rods of the machine or by simply shooting the absorbed energy at the user. Number 10. The Alpha Rune. The Alpha Rune is a powerful magical artifact, a gray hexagonal stone with a pink symbol, holding the true name of magic and granting control over it, originating from the dimension Ledger Domain. It is an ancient and extremely powerful magical artifact. It also serves as a kind of stabilizer for the realm of Ledger Domain, as removing it from the realm or removing part of its power can cause the terrain to become unstable and crumble. Since the Alpha Rune also possesses the true name of magic, the one who wields it has power over magic itself, and control over the realm of magic itself. Charmcaster also claims that the Alpha Rune is a source of ultimate power, and it has been proven to contain enormous amounts of mana. However, this power seemed to come with a price. Both Adwedia and Charmcaster were corrupted by it, becoming extremely irrational and violent. The Alpha Rune's power is so great that even a non-magician is able to cast spells. The Alpha Rune also serves as 1/4 of the map of Infinity, which leads to the Forge of Creation. Number 9. The Chrono Navigator. The Chrono Navigator is an extremely rare and forbidden device that has been used by only a handful of beings in the Ben 10 universe, most notably Professor Paradox and, in unstable or corrupt forms, by time-manipulating villains such as Eon. It is a powerful time travel device, acting as a GPS for the multiverse that lets users travel through space-time to alternate timelines and parallel dimensions without getting lost, appearing as a pocket watch or robotic arm, capable of immense power if misused, even destabilizing existence. It functions as a map of reality, showing safe, local, dead, or flesh-infested universes, and its misuse led to dangerous time paradoxes. The destructive potential of the Chrono Navigator is catastrophic on a cosmic scale. Misuse can cause timeline collapses, paradox storms, and reality fractures that spread outward like temporal shockwaves. Entire cities can be erased from history, civilizations rewritten, or universes destabilized if the device is pushed beyond safe parameters. Because of this, Professor Paradox treats the Chrono Navigator not as a weapon, but as a last resort safeguard, fully aware that every use risks consequences far worse than simple destruction. Number 8. The Complete Map of Infinity. This artifact has the appearance of an infinity symbol that is split into 4 parts. The Map of Infinity is a complete map of space-time, extending through 17 dimensions. Whoever has the map could travel anywhere in the universe, even to the Forge of Creation. And why is that so important? Because that's the place where baby celestial sapiens are born. And let me tell you, the power these babies possess is enormous, enough to destroy entire galaxies if fallen into the wrong hands. And that's exactly why Agar wanted to get his hands on it, so that he could find a baby celestial sapien and draw them out of their power using his powers as an Osmosian. Even though it doesn't have immediate destructive potential, it can be one of the most dangerous tools for someone to possess in the world of Ben 10. Number 7. The Nalgian Destructor. The Nalgian Destructor is level 20 plus technology that can turn into a robotic chaotic version of whatever or whoever it sees. It can even form into one giant combination of everything it has seen. It'll do whatever it sees something do. It can take the shape of any life form it encounters. Once in a new form, it will start mimicking everything said form says and does. It can even mimic their powers, as it could generate webbing like Spider Monkey, though unlike Swamp Fire, it couldn't generate fireballs and could only shoot red spheres instead. It can also create pink metal discs resembling Gwen's mana. As long as its core is intact, it can also regenerate. However, the Nalgian Destructor is vulnerable to magnetism, such as that generated by Lodestar. Number 6. The 𝗚𝗂𝗋. 𝗚𝗂𝗋 is a weapon created by Azimuth centuries ago, before the creation of the Omnitrix. 𝗚𝗂𝗋 was designed to tap into the fundamental forces of the universe itself. Thus, it can cleave right through and manipulate reality. When someone picks up and wills themselves to use 𝗚𝗂𝗋, it continuously empowers the user with great strength and youth if they are in a weakened and old state, respectively. After which, 𝗚𝗂𝗋 envelops its user in full blue-silver medieval armor. The armor can protect its user from many physical blows, as well as energy attacks like explosive mana blast, although it still conducts electricity. Its visor can shield against bright light. The armor also has the power to, from its hands, glow with white energy and project waves of it with lethal force. As a sword, 𝗚𝗂𝗋 is incredibly durable and strong. It's also particularly good at blocking, cutting through, and bouncing back all types of energy attack, from Anodites, Esoterica, Ultimate Velgax, and Dagon alike. Number 5. The Nemetrix. The Nemetrix is a knockoff version of the original Omnitrix that was created by Dr. 𝗖cie𝗺𝗶𝗰𝗩𝗄𝗏. Kyber used it frequently with Zed, and then his Pununtian to turn them into predatory species of the Omnitrix aliens. What the Nemetrix does, basically, is that it has the ability to transform the user into non-sapient beings. After Kyber allied himself with Albedo, the Nemetrix was upgraded with the ability to evolve aliens into their ultimate form, granting them new powers and new abilities that are more powerful. And when faced against Ben and his aliens, all of Ben's aliens seem to have their natural predator put up against them with the Nemetrix. Number 4. Alien X's sword. Now, as someone can understand, this sword, being made from the same substance as celestial sapiens themselves, aka Alien X, well, it doesn't get much better than that overall. It's indestructible, can get through energy fields, and has potential worthy to be held by a celestial sapient. Number 3. The Annihilarg. The Annihilarg is an omnipotently powerful and cataclysmic device used by 𝗚𝗂𝗿𝗃. When the Annihilarg is activated upon detonation, it will either create or destroy an entire universe. If the Annihilarg is activated in a timeless space where no universe exists yet, then it will create an entire new universe. But if there's already a universe there, then the Annihilarg will instead wipe all of that universe out. Besides creating a universe, the Annihilarg can also indirectly create a time stream from which timelines diverge. 2 Annihilargs have the same effect as one. As far as weakness, on the other hand, the Omnitrix's self-preservation failsafe is powerful enough to allow the wielder to transform into other aliens, such as feedback, to contain the Annihilarg's universal energy blast and redirect it. Celestial sapiens like Alien X are apparently immune to the universe-destroying effects of the Annihilarg. A celestial sapien can also reverse the universal destruction if the personalities agree to do it. Number 2. The Chronosapien Time Bomb. A Chronosapien Time Bomb is a powerful weapon of mass destruction designed to wipe out timelines and realities throughout the multiverse. When a Chronosapien Time Bomb is activated, it will unleash a blast that will entirely wipe out targeted timelines in the multiverse, along with anyone or anything from them. The device is shown to erase the entirety of the multiverse except the timeline or dimension it was activated in. However, 𝗚𝗂𝗋 did state that the weapon wipes out the timeline it's activated in as well. Whether the device has different functions or 𝗚𝗂𝗋 was misinformed still remains unclear. A small weakness this weapon has is that the Chronosapien Time Bomb leaves a temporal ripple detectable to Chronosapiens, allowing a Chronosapien to completely reverse the Time Bomb's effects by using their time powers to suck the ripple back in. Also, the Time Bomb does not work retroactively. This means that the past of destroyed dimensions and timelines still exist and can be traveled to. At number 1, we have none other than the Omnitrix. Here we should point out that we put all variants of the Omnitrix into category 1, including, for example, the Ultimatrix or Biomnitrix. As we all know, the Omnitrix is a watch-like device that attached to Ben Tennyson's wrists at the beginning of the series, and is the device that the franchise revolves around. Considered the most powerful technological weapon in the universe, the device is a portable library of intergalactic genetic data that allows the wielder to alter their DNA at will and rapidly transform into a variety of different alien species, each with their own unique abilities. Varying in shape, strength, and abilities, the wielder of this weapon has at their disposal the power of well over 1 million sentient life forms across the Milky Way galaxy, some of which with galactic scale powers. But having said that, if you could only have 20 aliens in your Omnitrix, which ones would you choose? Well, click on this video right here to see the 20 aliens that we chose for our 20 alien Omnitrix. Go on, check it out.